5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
He already changed it. Yo, Pod Boys are back. Episode, I don't even know what of the Barely Making Sense podcast. Does anybody know by off chance what episode this would be?
4.
4?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's more than 4. I was gonna say I think it,
But have we
No,
dropped?
that's way too high.
Maybe
like 8.
I don't know. Either way,
just
today,
what's on YouTube? 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
We got 2 on the 2.
On YouTube.
We got 2 on the 2. By the way, if you haven't, like, subscribe, share, get on our YouTube page. We're going to have some fresh content on there one day.
Blow it up.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. You're going to want to be a part of it. You're going to want to be there before we get there. Because when we get there, it's going to be, it's going to be crazy. So, today I have a weird feeling today's going to be a great day. We got the basketball game going on in the background.
Pod.
You know what I mean? Yeah, this will be Solid Pod. That needs to go on a shirt, Solid Pod. I want to start by getting something off of my chest. If my homeboy would even pay attention to what we're doing here. He don't even care about this game.
No, I'm just astounded at the fact that the Atlanta the last 2 games is making Brook Lopez look like the greatest basketball player of all time.
Bro, Brook Lopez is good, though. Like,
He's not the greatest basketball player of all time.
But he's better than who they have there.
He's not better
not
than
making him look.
He's not better than Clint.
I'm on this
He is
side
better
of
than
the
Clint. He's
not better
computer
than
desk.
Hot
I
Clint
don't see
Capella.
what goes on
Get
on
out
the
of here.
screen.
Anyway, I want to get something off of my chest. I don't know if you've heard about the track runner, Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yes.
She tested positive for marijuana and has been suspended for 30 days, and therefore
I see that she
cannot-
is going to make her suspension is gonna. She's still going to make the cut to do the relay or something
Yeah.
like that. So I
Whi-
mean,
which is great.
But either way,
It's fine.
continue.
The way it
Silver
lies.
lining. I'm looking.
But
What a mess.
my problem isn't so much. Look, do I think it's an outdated rule? Yeah, I don't really understand how weed helps a sprinter. I think it might be a bit of a negative, if anything, if you're doing it. It's not really a performance-enhancing drug, at least not in a way that I could see it. If somebody could explain it to me, I could be wrong. Like, I'm open to learning how weed benefit. I know when I smoke, I don't want to run shit.
Right.
So
Right.
I can't, but
That
I don't
could
want
be
to
an
run shit
Olympic sport
regularly
in
anyway.
itself. Smoke this granddaddy perp straight indica
And then
go try and run.
Go run.
Sit for a half hour
Jello
before you do
legs.
it.
My beef is more so with just how upset we get, like, not we, but just people in general, and always want to compare it to something else almost immediately. And it's just like, soak it all in and understand it for what it is. We can be upset about that rule being antiquated. We could be like, yo, this rule needs to change. Look, she's gonna suffer and get punished for something and maybe you can have some change through that. But to immediately start equating it to any other person who's ever tested positive for anything and been suspended, not missed an Olympics, whatever, because immediately the person that they go for in this scenario has been Michael Phelps, because Michael Phelps didn't miss any Olympics when the photo leaked of him hitting a bong.
Hitting the bong, right.
And it's like, Michael Phelps was suspended for 3 months from USA Swimming. Like, it just wasn't a month before the Olympics.
Right. Wasn't that time.
No, it was 6 months after an Olympics.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was like,
He had, if it was time to get high for an Olympic champion,
it'd be right after
Yeah,
we're done.
right, yeah.
And we just cleaned up.
it's like, I'm sorry, I just loaded Fort Knox back up with the gold around my neck. I'm going to get high.
You know? And it's like he didn't even test positive. That's the thing. He never tested positive. It was just
it was just a
leaked.
photo. Right.
Like
right.
he didn't fail any drug tests, and he still got suspended for 3 months. So maybe that's not the person to be coming for. I'm not saying that there's not athletes who have gotten off easier with things that they've done or whatever. I'm not even saying that she shouldn't be able to smoke weed. I don't care. She signed up to be, and to her credit, she is completely owned up to everything that she's going. She's, I did it. I knew it wasn't what I should have done. I'll take my punishment. She's not causing it. It's everybody else around it. And that's even more infuriating when like the person themselves, like I just think that the anger is like misdirected, and therefore that's why nothing will change. Right. I was like, maybe if we all channeled this collective outrage towards this old ass rule, then maybe the rule could get changed. But when we're too busy attacking this, attacking this, attacking that, attacking this, all those efforts are kind of being I don't want to say wasted, but like they're not.
Like stick to the subject at hand.
Exactly. And this doesn't have to happen next time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It happened already this time.
Already. They're not going to reverse it.
It's not like they're going to be like,
out,
you know what?
Yeah, because trust me. And then this is another thing. What she's about to be for, Olympic running and stuff like that, they haven't had in the last couple of Olympics. Definitely not from the women's side in a long time. You know what I mean? Somebody who's like electric and a personality and all that. The last person who was really captivating at the Olympics was probably Usain Bolt from a runner standpoint. Usain Bolt, and he wasn't even American. And we just had to love him. Like, he's awesome. We love exceptionalism and, because kind of grin and bear our teeth. This is American, homegrown. Yeah, she looks insane, but she runs fast as shit. Mm-hmm. And that's all we're asking her to do.
Then we have that girl who does the gymnastics, though.
Oh, Simone Biles, yeah.
Right. I never know how to pronounce her last name.
I feel you. I just think that, like, that was just purely from, like, a running standpoint.
Just because I'm not... Also, just because I'm, like, not, like, heavily into gymnastics and stuff. So, like, I you know what I mean?
But, yeah, it just bothers me that, like, people get so upset about things that, it's really not about to affect you. You know what I mean? Like, if the person that it affects the most, or if, like I said, if you're that upset about it, you feel like it's your social duty to voice your opinion about shit, then, at least channel it in collectively a one direction so that maybe we can get some actual change around here.
All right.
Anybody else got anything they want to get off their chest?
Mr. Texter over there?
Yeah, just leaving
What
us
you
hanging
doing?
out.
My Twitter is fucked up. I was trying to find something.
Hasn't said a
contribute.
word.
And I fucked my Twitter up, so I'm sorry. So that could be, I get it off my chest.
He just fucked his Twitter up.
Yeah, and I still have this. I still sound like a fuck, so I'm all fucked up.
You are nasally.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, a little bit still.
It's a little wild.
Yeah.
You get some medicated spray. Get some spritzes
This
up in each
Rhinocort,
nose.
I think it's called.
That doesn't sound real. But no,
It didn't.
I think it might be. It might be like the nasal spray from the '90s. Before saline.
You want to get that off your chest? I don't know if Mike's picked those up or not.
yeah, fireworks. We're done with that. They were last night. Then this time,
Dude, fireworks might be the most loved to hated thing. Like in an overnight span.
I feel that.
Like the day of, it's like you'll go stand outside for 6 hours to watch fireworks.
I'm gonna pay for an overpriced corn dog, and I'm still on that.
Well, I told you that I wasn't coming outside Thursday night, but then I didn't want to be like laughed at for not coming outside because certain people were coming.
Could you see him pretty well from here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we pulled these couches out.
Dude, I feel like I found I found pretty much the spot.
Well, you definitely don't want to say it on the pod.
I'm not going to say it on the pod. Next year there will be like a freaking food truck there or something. Like, come get your pretzels here. Jacob's
the-
spot that he was
man.
talking about. It was a
Linda's
good.
Cocina.
It was a good spot though that I had never. I wish that when I was younger and they because they never closed down the bridge when we were younger.
The East 2nd Street Bridge, right?
Right, and they did that. They did that last night, which was
I thought they always
which was
did.
cool. No, people used to come out like noon or so on like June 4th and put chairs out on the 2nd Street Bridge. They're like, I'm sitting here a month from now. I'm gonna watch the fireworks here at the Confluence. There's not a good spot to watch them from. Everybody's like, oh, I'm glad they're back at the Confluence. It's because everybody's wrapped up in fucking nostalgia these days. I'm getting this shit off my chest. This wasn't even planning on getting all this off my chest.
Keep it going.
But you know what I mean? Like, I used to wander around this fucking town with a bunch of yuppies trying to find a place to watch these fireworks from, and there was never a good spot. You always ended up sitting at, like, trying to cram in at the library with other people and stuff, and you can't see because you got a tree or a bush right in front of you or some shit. I found the spot. The ones that misfired and went off low, I couldn't see those. I couldn't see some of those.
Well, neither could we.
Yeah,
We just saw the flashes of light over top of the
apartment building.
Besides for the very low, like, misfiring ones, oh my gosh, it was like front and center. My son was about it, dude, for like 5 minutes, and then this dude was like, "It's like 2 hours
He's
past
like,
my
"Can
bedtime."
we be
He's like, I'm
over?"
tired.
Yeah.
Go home.
Mila literally went to sleep like 2 minutes into it. Like, just when they started getting loud, she was like,
And
I'm done.
she was like, I'm done. She walked inside, laid on the couch, and was out. I was
Jet
like,
fell
"Damn."
asleep on the wagon ride home.
I was like, she never does that. She never, like, is like, I'm cashed out, dog.
Yeah, like,
Yep.
I got this tonight, Dad. I'll
she
put
looked at
myself
me
to bed.
and said, you gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them. You know? And she fucking folded them. She put them down. She was like, I'm done.
No.
She was like, cash me out. So, I don't know. It was a pretty good night. We were out there forever, but.
We were outside all day.
And all
We
night.
got a pickleball set up out back.
Pickleball.
Yeah.
Pickleball.
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna
did
get
you?
some spray paint and-
Excuse me. Did you get? I'm excited. I fuck with pickleball. Like on the concrete.
Like, we bought
We got
a
the
net
the
thing.
paddle and the ball.
Net the paddles. We got 4
Yeah.
paddles now.
Yeah, but
And, like, we got, like, 3 wiffle balls. And then
Pickle-
we were going to spray paint, like, the court on the blacktop over there.
oh
We were fucking around with it yesterday, like, just
hell
hitting the
yeah,
ball back and forth.
And
but
so all the rotten kids.
all
took
the
it over.
dude.
They're not my kids, so I could say it.
I'm just telling you
Your
guys.
kid.
I will get down on some pickleball at. I mean, just down at the park, man. You could use the tennis court. But if you had your own private pickleball,
That net was
Then you
so
could,
much smaller
you know.
than I.
was it? Was
Yeah,
it
that
a
was
short?
kinda
Was it
small.
a shorter net?
Yeah. It was smaller than like a tennis court net, but I don't know if that is is that normal like that.
It looked like it was by the videos that I was watching on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say. I think the nets that were in the Lipsick Community Center were shorter.
Kinda
like,
short, yeah.
They weren't like tennis. Yeah, dude, that tripped me out. I was like, damn, y'all got like a huge
Yeah.
pickleball following out here. You got like 3 fucking courts on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just pickleball, pickleball,
Says it right
pickleball.
on the box. Fastest growing sport in America.
I was walking around doing touch ups. Hella fucking old people in there stretching and shit,
Getting ready.
getting them calisthenics in, and then it was just like light little tinks.
Yep.
Tick 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 tick. That thin wooden paddle.
Oh God, that's perfect.
Oh man.
Oh shit. On the wiffle ball. No, that kills me. No, it was fun. Like Logan said, the kids kind of took over, and you know they weren't doing anything with it. So.
Oh, I was dying when John kept.
Oh,
you're
God.
banging up the paddles. They just bought them.
I'm like,
Because he was hitting the balls.
no,
No, they
because
were like banging them on each,
like they were chasing
clapping
each other
paddles
around and
Oh,
clapping them
yeah,
around,
yeah.
one kid kept smacking it on the concrete on that parking lot out there.
and yeah.
Well, I mean,
John was like,
Yeah, that I was like,
That's right.
I was
It's
like
like
getting on Noah. He was like, here, just give it here because you've already got it all chipped up. and they just bought them, and I was like, relax, guy. Like, it's not that bad.
I was like, you got kids here, so you can say it, because I was thinking that. Don't you be fucking up this shit.
Don't you be fucking
Get out of here.
I didn't want to say
Listen to this guy.
I didn't want to say it to the one kid because his mom's taller than I am, so like I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have done that guy. Hey, you don't smack that on the ground.
Right, John was like, I'm gonna handle mine. Now
I don't care, bro. This shit costs $12 at Walmart. We'll be all right. I think mine cost $18. 'Cause I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't. We didn't go buy a nice thing. That's why when he was asking, is the net real
You're
small?
gonna see me pull my
like,
pickleball paddle out of a fucking case.
Guys that I see pull their own pool cue out of a case, I'll be like, if you don't fucking knock every ball in off
if
the
you're not
break,
sick,
then I don't give a
fuck
shit.
you.
You'll be lucky if you leave with that thing.
You know what I've been thinking a lot about lately? This is on a very random thing on the off. It goes along with the random fucking sport of pickleball. But I've been thinking a lot lately about this one time when my family was staying in a hotel. I don't know if it was when we were in South Dakota or what, but they had a shuffleboard thing in the hotel, and I was just fucking around playing shuffleboard. My mom was sitting there watching me. Some fucking old dude saw me playing shuffleboard and just like real intensely taught me about shuffleboard, standing at the end of the triangle like, I want one here, land one here, and I was like, yeah, and like rolling it down there. It was some crazy shit, and then it was just like,
I think you almost got abducted.
Probably, like if my mom wasn't there, like that guy would have fucked me up, right? Like I'd have been like, so we're going Nantucket. I don't know where that's at.
But okay. He goes, yeah, you're gonna make me a lot of money on the shuffleboard circuit.
Yep. He was like, is that your mom? Yeah. Damn. Fucks up my weekend.
Bro, that would have been like if that happened nowadays, that would have been like a big drawn out post on Facebook that was shared like 500,000.
Some grown man was nice to my small child and taught him to play shuffleboard. Because I think it might have been wholesome. I don't know. If it wasn't, like this dude isn't some pig who's just going out and taking it. You know, he's gonna hang out.
He's trying to romance them.
Yeah,
that makes it better somehow. Like what? No, dude, like there was this old man in this neighborhood that I grew up in, and
I think everybody had that neighbor
a little bit, and it was just like everybody just was like, man, you gotta stay away from his house. You don't go. Kids go to his house, they'll never come back. Like, none of us ever saw anybody go into his house but him. But we were all like, yeah, bro. Like you remember when they said Brad moved, but he didn't really move. His family moved. We just didn't know. We were accusing this man of being wild. He was nothing but nice to us.
Did anybody's parents like check? Like,
nope.
Like,
because nothing. I mean, we never went over there. Like, we never really associated with him. We just we played football in this lot at the end of our block that was like across the street from. He just happened to live on the end of the block on the other side from that field. So like he would sit on his porch, and like he had a porch swing. He'd sit on it, and like we'd be out there playing football. And now like with no other context, that just sounds kind of weird. But it's like it's his fucking house. It's his fucking porch. He didn't put the fucking field there. You know what I mean?
He just so adequately moved to that location. He was like, this field.
What?
He was just out there watching.
He was a talent scout. See, this is what we thought as children, and you guys are kind of reaffirming those things in my head. And it's like, I was trying to give the guy some credit and be like, you know, hopefully he wasn't a pedophile. He was just
fucking
a well-meaning
kids and
old
shit
man and stuff. But maybe Brad didn't move.
No, Brad's still down there.
Brad's
in Stockholm.
God damn.
Brad does his dishes and shit, yeah.
Brad brings his medicine and shit, you know what I mean? Brad wears a fucking flower apron.
See, in my neighborhood, like I feel like all the kids in the neighborhood just knew where they were because for some reason our parents moved all of us kids to an area that was just latent. They were littered everywhere. It was like, oh, well, that's the pedophile house on this street. Like, this neighborhood's made up of like 5-6 streets. Like, yeah, some of them got 2. Yeah.
All by the sheriff too. Like,
Right. I think they kept them close though, so kids just knew like don't go over there. You know what yards to cut through. Don't cut through that yard. Might step in a bear trap.
Fall into a fucking foxhole.
Yeah. Do you ever think back about that when you were a kid, like when you were like walking as a kid and some random stranger offered you a ride? Like your ass could have
been gone.
Gone. Yeah. I remember one time I was trying to walk up to the mall. I was walking down East 2nd Street. This dude pulled up next to me. He's like, where you going? I was just like, just up the way.
I don't know, man, dude. It was weird too. Like,
leave me alone.
my dad had conversations with me when I was younger. Like, there'd be people that like he would know in like passing, not that they were friends, but just like he knew who they were or whatever. And then like after we'd walk past him, my dad would be like, "Don't you ever even talk to him if I'm not around." And I'd be like, "All right,
go."
Like, word. Don't mind my fucking business.
My mom laid that shit on the line when I was a kid.
They will kidnap you and they will do things to you.
Touch your penis and throw you in a wood chipper is what she told me.
What?
Yeah. No, she was like, I'm gonna get this through your head right now. Like they're gonna touch your penis and probably touch your bum and put you in a fucking wood chipper. You'll never be seen again. Like I was like that, and for a while there, I think that's probably why I had the dreams of people chasing me all the time. People coming through the window at night and shit. Also learned how to lucid dream that way because I asked my mom. I was like, Mom, every night I go to bed and people are chasing me, and she's like, ask them why. I'm like, all right, like, okay, we'll do that. Yeah.
What's going on over there, fella?
I thought you were about to.
You ain't been really adding nothing to the.
No, I'm still trying to figure out my shit.
Don't feel bad. I don't think you sound too nasally.
It's because
right. That's what I thought it was too. I was like, he don't want to be heard on the mic because he sound,
Yeah.
You sound like Cindy Lou Who's dad.
I was trying to log in on here to find that tweet to read about the Shikari Richardson shit. I couldn't remember my password for shit.
Wouldn't it just been easier to like find it on your phone?
Yeah, but I was watching the game, and I don't want to turn it off for a minute.
Bro, you don't even really care about that game.
I like who?
Y'all can't see it, but I'm making a face.
Stupid face.
The stare is real.
And I couldn't remember the password, so I was logging in, and then it took me on here, and it like logged me out of my account, and now it wants to send me a verification code, but it's my old phone number, and I can't get it to change. So
somebody is gonna be getting.
That's why I haven't sent the code yet. I don't know what to do.
Oh yeah, you're screwed, bud.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get a hold of Jack. You know Jack?
Hey.
Yeah, Jack Tweet.
Yeah.
Jack Tweet.
Yeah. Tim Apple and Jack Tweet. No. So,
good
all
guys.
right.
Sound like good guys.
We're gonna swerve into a little different section, right?
Carpool lane.
I mean, you could kind of consider this the carpool lane because another group just got into it, and this didn't just happen. But I mean, we all heard about the Caller Daddy girl getting the $60 million from Spotify, right?
Bag.
Yeah.
She got the bag. Congrats to her, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Fuck yeah.
Apple just released a plan that they have for ways for podcasts to monetize themselves, because Apple does not pay podcasts.
Right.
They're just a platform. They're just a host platform. Yeah. So Spotify really, as of now, is the only company that has invested in paying podcasters.
Right.
I mean,
Apple's doing it now, so where you could be strictly on Apple.
They're making a way for you to make monetized content. Like you could, like say, you could release 2 episodes a week, but for $5.99 you could get a 3rd episode every week. You know what I mean? Kind of like what before, what the Joe Budden podcast would do is they'd have their regular 2 episodes come off of their podcast, and then they would put the video and the audio of a 3rd episode every week on Patreon, which was behind a paywall.
Yeah.
You had to pay a subscription fee for it.
One of the podcasts I listen to is like that.
Yeah. So, but Apple is the biggest platform thus far to say, hey, we're going to make a way for y'all to do that here.
Yeah.
You don't have to go on to Patreon. You don't have to go on to, anything else. You can do that right from here. And I think that in itself is a big move in the way that more podcasters can get paid, because right now they estimate only like 1 to 5% of podcasts are making any money.
Yeah.
So, and that doesn't mean that people aren't like getting paid from their ad revenue. That just means that they're taking that money and in turn investing it into their podcast. Because the farther up you get up the food chain and stuff like that, there are things that you got to pay for. So, I just think that Apple doing that is kind of a shot at Spotify. Spotify has invested $1 billion in the last 2 years in acquiring podcasts, like exclusively. Because now, like with them paying Call Her Daddy is a Spotify exclusive.
Yes.
And you know what I mean?
Joe Rogan,
$100 million a year you know what I mean? Spotify exclusive. They bought
Joe Budden's strictly on Spotify, right? Or is that
no? His deal ran up. I do believe they're still on Spotify, but it's not exclusive.
Right. So they can go back. They went back to Apple too. Right?
Yeah. And when that happened, I deleted Spotify from my phone because the Joe Rogan podcast is cool, but I'll
take you a month to listen to an episode.
Yeah, that, and it's just like some episodes are hit and miss.
I've actually never listened. I've
seen
clips.
Yeah, right. And the clips were always the
Can you
clips
still find
on
clips
YouTube,
on YouTube, or they?
Yeah, I do believe so. His account still puts out clips on YouTube.
They just can't pull out full episodes anymore, right?
No. And I actually think he might have taken the losing deal in that racket. Going Spotify exclusive.
$100 million a year.
Well, I mean, he's not really taking a loss, but I mean, his brand kind of took a loss. Okay. But I mean, it's for a limited amount of time. Like, I don't see him stopping doing the podcast. It's not preventing him from getting any guests. And yes, the $100 million is more than making up for. I'm not saying he made a bad deal. I just think that the Joe Rogan podcast didn't need Spotify the way Spotify
needed.
Like, Spotify is getting more from having the Joe Rogan podcast than
Joe Rogan got from just going strictly to Spotify.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Because he would have made. I think he'd have made that money regardless. I mean, I don't know what his financials was looking like, but
maybe Joe Rogan.
That Fear Factor money was running low.
Maybe Joe Rogan was like, I just fucks with Spotify, and
he was like, I already have Spotify on my phone.
Right.
I know.
That'd be insane if he still had to pay for it. You know, like there wasn't any way to just be like, I'm Joe fucking Rogan. Like, put it on my phone. Like, let me get the free shit.
You don't even pay. You don't even have to pay for Spotify.
I don't have Spotify, to be honest.
Neither do I anymore.
Man, I use very, very few capabilities that a cell phone has.
Me too, but I use the ones that I use a fucking lot.
Yeah.
Like, when I look at my average screen time, sometimes I'll be like, ugh, I need to put this thing down. And then I remember that my daughter has my phone like all the time too, so that makes me feel a little bit better. And then it makes me feel worse because then I'm like, damn, my daughter's on my phone a lot.
Yeah, but you know what though, with some kids, I guess, like, half the time she might be running, like, just with it in her hand. I'm gonna just wander around. This shit opened up on Fruit Ninja, losing 14 games in a row because I haven't touched the thing.
Right.
Again, don't know how Fruit Ninja works because I do very limited things on my phone.
It swipes to cut the fruit. I used to play Fruit Ninja back in the day. But yeah, I was just like how much more money can Spotify really afford to invest in it? I've heard that, like, the people who are, like, the behind the scenes investors of that company don't even believe that they can recoup the amount of money they've spent now.
Damn.
I'm like, God damn, that would suck.
That would blow. Yeah, you would. Yeah, just fucking hemorrhage money like that.
I don't know. But I do think that, Apple's little plan and platform for people to be able to monetize their content through their platform, that's definitely going to give the smaller guy a leg up.
I just noticed. Did anybody notice me like clicking this freaking pen a lot?
No.
I just noticed I was like lightweight doing it, and thought, "Fuck."
They gonna be able to hear it.
People are gonna be listening to this pod, hearing.
They're like, "What is he doing? Is he tinkering with something like that?"
I do every episode. That's all right.
Yeah.
Just me sitting here clicking the
Logan's
shit out
always
of my
doing
pen.
something.
I dropped a tennis ball earlier, so they probably thought that was a firework because it made a loud noise.
I fell in love with the pen click from GoldenEye, the James Bond movie.
Yeah.
It was like 4 clicks to activate the bomb or whatever, and then 4 more would shut it off. And there was a dude who just was sitting there, click, 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 spin, and he was like, he'd spin the pen around and click, 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 and then at one point James Bond smacks it out of his hands and it like blows up, and then that's how he like gets out of the sticky situation that he's in.
God damn.
Yeah.
Which Bond is that?
Yeah.
Is that Connery?
That is Bronson.
Oh, okay.
That is
Pierce
Is
Brosnan.
that Bronson? Brosnan?
Pierce Brosnan.
Brosnan.
Yeah.
Pierce.
Brosnan.
Pierce. Yeah.
Last thing I saw that dude in
I enjoyed
was
him as a
Percy
Bond.
Jackson in the Olympians, and he's like
A fucking
centaur.
centaur.
And I'm like, and I thought to myself, is that fucking James Bond?
James Bond is
I was
a
like,
horse?
I'm like, jeez.
Well, they've kind of implied that in all the movies anyway.
Yeah, right. You guys want to hit some over-unders? I think I got some good ones.
Oh, fuck yes.
I think I got some good ones today. Are you ready? My first one. Elon Musk. Is this man over or underrated? You want my opinion?
Well, I was just deferring
Yeah.
to.
I was sitting there thinking. I was debating with myself in my head of what my answer was going to be.
Right. I don't know. I'm gonna just say underrated, to be honest.
I feel it.
Just my reasoning behind that would be like, dude makes statements and stocks change and shit.
Literally.
is wild. I think the whole wanting to die on Mars and not on Impact thing is like, I
Like a great idea.
I think
or a
I-
great attitude
I-
to have about it.
I have a lot of hope that he is not underrated or
I feel it.
overrated.
I feel
have a
you.
lot of hope. I want this man to succeed in his efforts. Like if I
Because
could
they
will.
seem like they're better for humanity.
They do. Yeah, he seems like an alright fella.
Right.
I mean, he was on an episode of Rick and Morty. He's the richest man in the world is on an episode of Rick and Morty is kind of funny to me. Like that, just the fact that he would take the time to do that. I don't know if he's trying to generate a fan base. Sometimes I have this like weird conspiracy in my head that he's actually going to be a supervillain. Is what he's doing.
It's kind of like where I'm at though too, with it. Is that like he's so like eccentric and like your idea.
He's an eccentric billionaire.
And then-
That's a
and
fucking
then
supervillain.
The thing is that if you listen to like his backstory, it kind of sounds like the making of a supervillain. Like his
I've never even
his
looked into that.
family
No.
owns an emerald mine in South Africa.
Yep.
And they sent him.
No,
to
that's a
America
James
to
Bond
go to
movie.
Bol-
I've seen that one. I've seen them
His
all.
parents sent him to America to go to boarding school at like 14. You know what I mean? So, he considers himself to be a member of what they call the sleepless elite. He sleeps 4 hours a night.
Yeah.
I was like,
I think John's part of that so-called
you're gonna
sleepless
go-
elite,
I've heard that for a while.
and I've seen what that does to a person at some point. You gotta just when it's time to sleep, your body's gonna decide. You're not gonna decide on a conscious thing.
well, the thing for me is that, what happens in one of these, like lack of sleep drunk times when, Elon Musk says, and I put Dogecoins in my wife's ass. And everybody's selling them. They're like, hey, we don't want to be part of that.
I don't know. Maybe people would be like, Give me some of those Dogecoins. Gonna smell them.
Let me smell them. Be like, I don't want to be like Musk.
I don't think cryptocurrency works that way.
Doesn't
But
sound. No, it doesn't. But it's funny either way. I'm just saying they're like
funny to think about.
I think that Elon Musk is in so many different things. Like you could say he's underrated as like a humanitarian because you don't hear the same negative things about working for Tesla that you hear about working for like Amazon.
Right.
So in one retrospect you could be like, well, Elon Musk can't be that bad.
Yeah.
He does want to do things that would be way better for like society and environmentally. And on the other hand, he's also like maybe he's a little bit overrated as like a businessman because like the business that is Tesla isn't like super profitable, but maybe that's by design, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. See,
I don't know if you would necessarily call him. Well, I mean, he's got all the money, so that would make you success. But he sells a lot of like Tesla makes more money selling Bitcoin than they do selling cars.
I feel like Tesla vehicles haven't like. I don't know. You see him here and there. I want one too.
So.
I want one too. The only thing that made me want a Tesla car, and this might be fucking stupid, is I saw that key fob. That it looks exactly like your
Tesla,
fucking car,
yeah.
And you shut the doors by pushing on the doors on your little tiny key fob car, and that's fucking awesome. That's so cool. That's
until
so
your kid's playing with it.
Yeah.
It's in the toilet.
Right, but
Cars
it being
end up
Tesla, it being Tesla, I bet you can pull that
They
bitch
can
out and
probably
still
rush it
use
out.
it. They're like, it's waterproof. Actually, the entire car is a fucking submarine.
That's funny. No, but like I said, I say all that while wanting a Tesla. Like, because I want it for the self-driving mode. Because I just...
Yeah.
And if I got tinted windows, it's going down.
It's going down, right?
that big-ass
Popcorn in a
screen.
movie.
Yeah. Maybe not popcorn, but...
No popcorn with the hole cut out in the bottom.
For me? I'm driving by myself in this scenario.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah.
Oh,
You get to
okay.
the bottom and you remember what you're like. Oh,
What
yeah.
you're there for? Oh, it's
Oh,
greasy.
shit. I'm allotting myself time for this now. Where I never thought I'd get it.
But the autopilot thing, that was... And I trust it. I'm the type,
Yeah,
I'll
you'd
let
have
it
to.
ride. I don't care.
Do you ever feel like we're getting way too close to AI? What is that? Was that the fuck was that called? Was it called iRobot with
Oh, the movie? Yeah.
Will Smith? Where it's like you were driving manually. Back in
you insane?
Back in 2005, I was just like, yeah, that'd be cool. Probably
Right.
won't happen. Now people are like, yeah, I'm gonna get that self-driving mode and be able to sleep and shit while my car's going places.
Dude, I watched guys on YouTube, like, they time-lapsed a video of them driving from San Francisco to Los Angeles in the self-driving mode on a Tesla, and they were, like, sleeping and playing checkers, reading books. They were doing all types of crazy
Probably just like dings a lot when the battery's low.
Yeah, how often do you have to stop and charge it?
I feel like finding those charging parts
here
here,
is an issue.
Yeah.
Yes.
it would be like home or
110%.
nowhere else.
Yeah, you'd have to do it at home. But I've seen, I mean, a lot of them are like really good. Like they have really long lasting like battery lives and stuff.
A video I watched, the guy showed the thing, and he had like a very low battery, and it said like the estimated cost to charge up, and it was like, I think it said like 3 something.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's cheap
something
to do the supercharged thing. But no, I just mean like how far you can go on the battery. Like
Right.
I think it's a pretty good distance. Like I think you get a lot of mileage with a full battery, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
But no, I wanted to. Them bitches are sleek, but I don't know. I think Elon Musk as a person, probably a little overrated. Just
See,
a little bit.
My like Elon Musk worry when I worry that he might be a supervillain. because everything is too kind of kosher. So he might work out to be the supervillain, because the supervillain always like Lex Luthor, Victor Von Doom. They always seemed like these kind of like, we're all right, everybody loves us. Like Bruce Wayne kind of seemed like an asshole, you know. So is Jeff Bezos
The superhero?
the superhero? Is he the hero? Not that we deserve, but that we need.
If fucking
Jeff
Jeff
fucking
Bezos
Bezos.
pulls up on me in an alley trying to beat my ass, I will kick the shit out of him.
I imagine he'd be
I'm letting
dressed
you
as a
know
calico cat.
Oh god, imitating Adam West from fucking The Fairly Odd Parents. I'm gonna let you know now, Jeff. Pull up if you want to. You can catch every ounce of these hands. You are not Christian Bale. You go get this work. Christian Bale will get it too, but I'm just saying.
Which Christian Bale? Like,
The
Fat.
Oh yeah, definitely. Dick Cheney, Christian Bale definitely get handed. So would Batman Begins, Christian Bale.
It sounded a little fruity. Get handed.
No, I'm not gonna even go there. Nobody says that.
You do. What's the next one?
I got fucking handed by Jeff Bezos.
God damn. Can't say shit around you guys.
Jeff, please
Okay.
don't slap us with a cease and desist. I don't know. Does he have trademark on his own name?
Probably.
feel like
Is Taco Bell under or overrated?
Overrated.
By who?
Me.
Yeah, right. Everybody knows it's shit.
That's
so
my
like,
point. Like Taco Bell at this point, we think it's acceptable. We'd be like, it's not even food. Remember the rumor that was going around for a while that Taco Bell was like a lower grade of meat than dog food?
and they supposedly they actually changed all their ingredients, and
we
it's
still just
actually
talk
one
shit.
of the most healthy fast food place for you, as
Right.
healthy as fast food could be.
And
People still
don't give-
shit on
Yeah,
it.
people still don't give
People
a
shit on it.
fuck.
They're like, that's a dead bird meat.
Yeah. People be like, I put it on the floor and my cat ate it, so it must be fucking cat food.
It's also why you.
says that?
It's also why your cat's 56 fucking pounds.
Because you're feeding them fucking tacos.
Taco
dude.
Bell.
You know what I mean? So I think
There's certain
Taco
times
Bell-
where Taco Bell really fucking smacks, though. But then other times you eat it and you're like, fuck me. Like, I ate some Taco Bell for lunch at work the other day and instantly regretted it. I think I might have topped it off with a milkshake from the Dairy Bar next door, which probably was the icing on the cake for a bad afternoon. But
oh god, it was probably nice and hot out too. It was like fuck. You start sweating, you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking shit hard.
and I got to
There,
take that shit in a porta john that was cooking out in the sun for, the past couple
All week.
fucking months, to be honest.
Damn. Hopefully it's been fucking serviced.
They service it
recently.
quite a bit. They've done good. But no matter what,
Yeah, it's still
being
a
in
job.
there when it's like 120 inside that little fucking plastic,
That's why they make them so hot, so you'll get the fuck
get out of there, right?
Like,
They're
you're
like,
about to be wasting my time.
the boss is like, yeah, shit on my time. Yeah, we'll do
sweat
that
while
for
you
about
shit.
3 minutes.
Oh fuck. So
Back to the.
I was
So-
watching this. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I just wanted to ask. So what is Taco Bell then? Would
To
you say
me, I think Taco Bell
underrated?
is slightly underrated. 'Cause
Yeah.
Taco Bell was
Like
there for you
people
when you
dirt
didn't
on it
have
too
You
much.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you had $10 and you were like, I need to eat for the next 2 nights, McDonald's was there with the Taco 12-pack. You could stretch that bitch.
I'm sorry, what?
Did he just say McDonald's was there with the taco
Hey,
pack?
I'm high as fuck right now. Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Da 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 da! Tacos and guacamole and shit. Also with hamburgers.
Shut up. I'm at Taco Bell.
I think outside the bun.
Taco Bell was there for you.
Taco.
Taco Bell was
Apparently
there
so
for
was
you.
Ronald.
Ronald was too. Like, if you really want to get down to it.
Yeah. Me and my brother. One of my like fondest memories was me and my brother riding our bikes to the McDonald's, on the east side of town because it wasn't too far. We'd ride our bikes there, get a large strawberry milkshake for $3, have a good afternoon, and because here's the thing: when we were kids and the world was lively and beautiful, I think I think like it was Bush in office or something, and then Clinton after him. But that McDonald's fucking motherfucking shake machine was never down. Never. Not like it is today. Not like it is today. That if you go there and the shake machine is actually fucking working,
You're
like you might be able to call the news and they would be like, this is an acceptable thing to tell us about. Like, it'll be on 13 ABC tonight. Jay Birchback, let him know what's going on with the
McDonald's shake machine is working.
Machine.
That would be hilarious.
I don't know why Jay Birchback would be doing it, but I grew up watching him in the morning.
Dude, the fact that he's still on.
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's wild. I haven't watched the fucking news.
I do sometimes in the morning. I feel like an old ass man when I do it, though.
Oh, yeah. You drink coffee? Are you a
Yeah.
coffee person?
I
Yeah.
love coffee.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Most
Coffee.
You love coffee?
Well,
Name 5 types of coffee. I hate when
You
people
really
do
want me to do that?
No, I don't. I was just making fun of everybody else.
You're
Yeah.
making fun of me.
I'd be like,
Like a little bit. Yeah, you do that too.
Because how can you say that you love something? You can't name 5 different types of, like, that's not that hard. But I only do it to people when they say things that I think they're saying out of, like, cliche. Like when people tell me that they love the Beatles.
right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they're, like, younger than me. I'm like, you love the Beatles? Okay. Name 5 songs. It should be
Or if
easy.
they're
I can
yeah.
do it, and I just think
I'd-
the Beatles are great. They're cool. They're good. But
Yep.
I don't love them.
I don't love them.
You know
Right,
what I
like
mean?
you don't love Fruit Stripes gum. Like
No.
you don't love something like that.
You know.
Tell me 5 positions that fucking zebra is in on that rapper. If you love
It's like
Fruit
he's
Stripes
downward facing
gum.
dog.
Yeah,
didn't
he
even
was
know
just
what
doing
that
the
was
karma.
back
The
then.
fucking zebra was doing the Karma Sutra on the Fruit Stripe shit.
Pretty much.
Never really paid
Spelling out
attention all that
something.
much.
Yeah,
I was
nobody did.
too
The
busy
flavor was
enjoying
gone.
that 30 fucking seconds of flavor.
It was a great 30 seconds, though.
Yeah, spitting.
But
that-
I don't think that's that bad of a thing to ask people.
Right.
I'm just talking about. It was funny every time that we were somewhere and somebody said that. You'd always ask that, and then the stupid look on their face would be like, "Well, I can't."
I'd be like, well, you don't let that shit then.
I watched a funny video of this dude walking around asking people in band T-shirts to name 5 songs.
Oh, like the AC/DC T-shirts and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
That would be
And it
hilarious.
would just be like a chick in a Zeppelin shirt, and he'd be like, "Give me 5 songs," and they're like, "Of what?" Band Zeppelin. Give me 5
I've
songs.
actually never listened to them.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
think I can
who's
name
that?
5 songs by Led Zeppelin.
I couldn't.
I don't.
But you wouldn't
I
catch me
couldn't
wearing a
either.
Zeppelin
Right?
shirt
Neither.
either,
Yeah.
so-
Neither would I. I know the songs
do
that I've
Snow
been
Alabama,
listening
right?
to, where I'm like,
Is that them?
Who?
no, that's
Leonard Skinner. Yeah.
I believe it's Skinner. I could be wrong again. I'm
Sweet Home
I'm
Alabama
fucking
is- yeah,
terrible
that's
with
Leonard
name
Skinner,
that
yeah.
tune. I'm
Led
fucking
Zeppelin is a
terrible.
British band. I'm going to let you know that right from the jump.
Didn't know that either.
Are they?
I'm
They're,
like 99% sure they're like a British band.
right.
Yeah, I couldn't name one Led
I
Zeppelin
know
song.
that I know that one the one song because it makes fucking dude it's crazy. I know it because it's gonna. Why does it always come up in my conversations on the pod? Maybe because I'm a fan, so I make it come up. There's a Led Zeppelin song that is actually like heavy to do with Lord of the Rings. Like it's a famous song that it's supposed to be like from Frodo's point of view. It's fucking god damn it. It's you just like play some Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, but I can't play it too loud,
Is that-
otherwise
is-
YouTube won't let us put it
Right,
on.
is that Stairway to Heaven? Is that what
Yeah.
that? Okay, so there's
Okay,
one.
so they sing that.
Right, right,
God.
and what
I
is the
feel so
fucking one
stupid.
I can't think of, man? It's pissing me off. It's gonna annoy me. But they have a song. If you heard it, you would know it. But that's that's all I can give you.
I got for you. I ain't
No, not a single word from the song. It's that I think the only words I've ever really deciphered from it until somebody told me like, "Hey, that song's actually about Lord of the Rings. You should listen to it." Is Ramble On? The song might be called that. I would do like a fucking 80s hair band. You're not gonna understand my words because I got fucking mush mouth from Ludes and shit. Like, but
Fucking
you know,
lose. Jordan
but-
Belfort.
you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll hear it one day and you'll be like, "Oh, this is what he was fucking talking about." I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
But,
Zeppelin might be like the greatest band that I don't know shit about, I think.
Right.
Like they're up there.
I'll tell you, Stairway to Heaven, I heard this, like, chick's rendition of it that she
Amazing.
did. And she had, like, this really raspier voice. It was fucking beautiful. I was like, that's fucking dope. I'm a fan of covers, though. I like covers.
So do I. A lot of people don't, but I
Yeah.
do think listening to people cover or even sometimes like remix,
Yeah.
like very clear samples sometimes, and like those are cool. Like I like the blurred lines. Like I liked that idea, like that it was that plainly a sample of another song,
Right.
where you can hear it when you listen to it. You're like, oh, this sounds like DJ Khaled had a song a couple years ago that was clearly a sample of Santana song from the mid 2000s, that Maria Maria song. It was that one with Rihanna and I forget, Jeremiah maybe, or Bryson Tiller maybe.
I don't know that one. You know what?
I don't know, I was just throwing out people. I thought that's what we were doing.
Dude.
One of my favorite covers, if you ever feel like, you know, being like, oh man, this is fun. Florence and the Machine does a cover of Stand By Me.
I think I've heard that.
It's a fucking good ass cover, man.
My favorite cover is Darius Rucker in Rock Me Mama Like a Wagon Wheel.
Yeah.
I think the song is just called Wagon Wheel, but yes.
His song is called Wagon Wheel.
I
but
heard the original
the
last night. That
Bob
song sucks.
I didn't
Why did
even
you listen to it the other day?
I
Because
didn't know it was a
looking
cover.
to make a playlist for
Yeah,
yesterday.
it's a cover. It's one of the most covered songs.
Wait,
actually.
whose song is it originally?
Really?
Bob Dylan. It's an old Bob Dylan song.
Really?
Oh, well, then
Yeah.
I heard it from somebody else. And
From
that
like the
sucked.
'60s, and then the band Perry covered it in the early 2000s.
Were you listening to Perry?
Nope.
The band Perry's version is actually really good.
Is
And
the
that's
name
one
of
that's
the band the band Perry?
Yes.
That's dope in and of itself.
That's
I
the
might
only
have to
reason why I
check 'em
kept
out.
saying it like that, because I wouldn't have kept saying it. The band Perry, if
Yeah.
that wasn't their name.
I assumed, but
He was like, I
outside
wanna
of you and
verify
me
it.
kind of
The
thing.
one that I heard was the band was called Old Crow Medicine Show.
Old Crow Medicine Show.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah,
It's
maybe you just
fucking
listen.
sucked.
Maybe you just listen to a fucking shit band. Or something.
They sounded like a giant piece of shit.
There you go.
It came up on one of the Apple's.
We're gonna get our first piece of hate mail soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love it. Some giant crow in the flow or whatever. It's gonna.
Old Crow Medicine Shit Show, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, it's gonna hit us up. Be like, hey man, you want to fucking cut that shit out? We're doing the county fair this year, and we're not looking for any bad pub. You know.
But no, that's one of the most covered songs. Is that I think Bob Dylan's original version is called "Rock Me Mama." So
Oh.
since you want to, it's just called "Wagon Wheel." I know.
Was it
I got
less?
it in my playlist.
Was it less?
I got it in my playlist.
Was it less country?
Yes.
Was Bob Dylan's obviously
Well, I mean,
not so
It was a different kind of country, I guess. Like
old school outlaw country like Johnny Cash
closer
and
to a
shit.
Johnny Cash
Got
type of
moonshine in
song.
his trunk.
Yeah, sure.
He spits that motherfucking shit right into the
And
gas
he doesn't
tank.
like.
Then he goes and plays the guitar and
Yeah.
fucks bar sluts. What a fucking life.
I don't know if Bob Dylan was doing all that, but I don't know if didn't he make that song "Tambourine Man"? Like that doesn't sound like
That's a song.
I'm pretty sure.
Is there a song
Wait,
for every
Bob Dylan,
instrument,
no.
man?
Did
What?
Is there a every
I
instrument man
feel so
song?
fucking ignorant to music that I don't know this shit, but who the fuck sings piano? That piano man.
Billy
so.
Joel, right?
Right, I do
I
believe
don't
so. I'm gonna have to fact check myself
sing
before
us
I
a song,
before I look
oh,
like an
piano
ass.
man.
Yeah,
I know the song,
I
I
really
don't know
like
if
that
it's Billy
song.
Joel or-
Oh, I'm like 99% sure it's Billy Joel.
Wow.
I think that's like one of his biggest hits. Hey man, we only do fucking 80s, Joel. I don't know why I just popped into my head. That's so perfect.
Are you sure it wasn't like a Rolling Stone, or is that just another one of his? Yeah, Mr. Tambourine Man,
Yeah, that's by Bob Dylan.
blowing in the wind, tangled up in blue, lady, lady,
Piano
lady,
Man is by Billy Joel.
just like a woman. And
Just like I said. Boy, I didn't picture this being
I'm
what he
just
looked
naming
like
all
when he
these
made this
fucking-
music
Billy
video.
Joel?
Look at this.
I'm naming Dylan songs.
Yeah. No.
Some
Yeah,
Bob
Billy Joel
Dylan.
looked wild, dude. How did we even get here?
I don't know.
You said you wanted coffee. I said you said you love coffee.
God, I hate this.
Coffee.
It was a rhetorical
Way
question,
to bring
Beverly.
it fucking back. Yes.
No,
Well, thanks
dyslexic.
for staying with us on that ride.
You didn't pick up on that? That's a little disappointing.
What? Pick up on what?
You said that was a rhetorical question, Beverly. I said, I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. I still don't get it the second time around.
I'll tell you outside.
Heard.
I'll tell you outside.
Over or underrated? Cedar Point. Throwback.
Oh.
This one is exclusively almost for you.
Me?
Because you're the
I
one who
don't-
just went recently.
Right. And here's the thing. I'm going to set my book I've been fidgeting with down. Let me tell you what. All right? I'm going to give it to you. I think it's growing up in the heartland, you know, or something, going there every now and again as a kid. Not all the time, but there was a while there where we went consecutive years at least once, you know.
Right.
I fucks with Cedar Point hard. I think Cedar Point is, in my book, I don't know if they hear about it in other areas and whatnot. Like, that's the world's fucking roller coaster, man. I think Cedar Point is wildly underrated. For the longest time, they have been staying just smacking down the records of tallest, longest, fastest roller coasters in the world. Like,
I'll say this.
just
I don't know.
they just keep
There's like the Browns drafted a kid from Florida, and I don't know if it was because people from Cleveland told him about it or whatever. But on his video after he got drafted, he said he couldn't wait to get up here to get to work and everything. And he's like, also, I want to go to Cedar Point.
Yeah, I mean, it is the world's roller coaster. It's mainly made up of college age kids that come from all over the world.
To
The
work there,
the very kind woman that I bought my huge ass French fries at the Happy Fryer from the last time I was there. This woman was from Nigeria.
Oh,
They stay crushing it. Not only that, I've seen Stomp perform at Cedar Point. I mean, I know it's
Really?
Stomp, but dude,
when it happened,
hey, I can't even play a regular instrument, let alone a
These
fucking push
garbage.
broom.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
They have shows. They have dive shows.
I didn't know that.
They
Like
have
I said, it's been so long since I went.
They have a dive tank. They have Camp Snoopy. That's
am I
all
making
for
this up, or
children.
when we were younger, did they used to have a whale there?
I don't think they ever had a whale there.
I know I've been to Cedar or
Like a ride that was a whale?
no,
Like an actual fucking whale?
SeaWorld type of thing. And
Nope.
I always thought
I
that something
don't think
there was
so.
like that.
I don't think
There
so.
was one over by Cleveland. It
Like
was
an
at a
actual
place called
SeaWorld.
Geauga Lake, and then
Yes!
SeaWorld was right around
Yes!
the thing from it.
Okay,
I
that makes way more
yes,
sense
I
then. just
remember
was
going to.
I didn't know exactly where
Right.
that was, but
remember that
okay,
shit.
that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
now.
I don't think either of those places are open anymore.
I feel like
think so.
I feel like fucking Casper. I remember. There's a fucking whale.
Yeah, but
Geauga
to be
Lake.
fair, I still don't think they had like a blue whale at the SeaWorld.
I don't think anybody has a blue one. I think
No, they had an
shit,
orca. They had an orca.
Well, yeah,
I remember.
I know, but
I remember
saying
getting
whale. I was like, but I thought you would have for sure said killer whale.
when I was a kid. I was like, I'm not sitting down here in the splash zone. All the kids were going wild down there. I was like in the nosebleeds. There was a
He was
fuck
like,
ton
I
of
don't wanna
open
get
space
fucking
in front of me.
wet.
I was like, I'm gonna walk around this motherfucker with my Velcros squeaking and squashing, getting blisters and shit on the feet,
Chafing.
live and die by them, you know. And plus, you call that a fucking killer whale, and all these kids are sitting in the front row. What if it just goes nuts? Like,
What if he gets
I was like,
out
fuck that.
and
I'm gonna
decides
be
to
way
do
the
some
fuck up
killing?
here.
I heard that the killer whale was actually the apex predator of the ocean, not the shark, not the great white,
Yeah,
because
because
it has no natural
They flip
predators.
them.
you're right.
Right? Don't they turn them over?
Yeah.
Then
And
they
hunt in packs,
explode
they
like
go
in
there and
space.
fuck a shark up.
And I heard that they're known to hunt for like
Sport.
Yeah, and sharks don't do that.
And nobody scared of the killer whale because of those terrific Free Willy movies.
You're not lying. Whoever Killer Whales hired
They had
as their
great-
PR
Yeah, I was about to say, Killer Whales
fucking
made those
amazing.
movies. These
God.
movies have been produced
You know
by
who
Killer
needs to hire
Whales.
those people? Fucking Kanye West.
Yeah.
Kanye West PR people are garbage. Killer Whales made a way better decision than you. And they're fucking whales, dude. Yeah, I don't know what made them even do that. What made them even do? What it made?
The Whales
that a
make
Disney
Free
movie?
Willy.
No, it was Warner Brothers because it's
Warner
on HBO.
Brothers.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, we
All
might
of
need to
them?
be-
At least the first 3.
How crazy would that be if it turned like you watch it again and it was actually based in Michigan and he put a killer whale into fresh water? Whale's gonna be done in like a couple days. Like this, I can't
He's like,
fuck.
I don't feel good.
Yeah. I feel
my whale
sick.
stomach hurts. Can you throw a
But
seal in
every
here
movie
for
that
me
a
to
shark is in is
abuse?
just-
Play another Michael Jackson
bad.
song.
You are not alone. Gotta stop tapping my foot on the floor. But no, that's marvelous. Good job, Warner Brothers. Way to desensitize us to the killer fucking whales.
Right.
Because even Sharknado,
Even though
that shit.
I plan on,
Some of them got chainsaws and shit. I don't know how they're operating them.
I'm gonna carefully step around in my life, chess move where I have to, move things around to heavily avoid killer whales. That's been the plan, and it's worked out for the first 29 years.
I've always wanted to go out to like Washington or something like that and go out and whale watch. I think that'd be-
Yeah, but I think those are the different whales.
it's
I don't
blue
think
whale.
that.
I
I
think it's
don't.
like
I don't
blue
think
whales
those are
and
Yeah, but
killer
they
whales.
have ones that you can see like killer whales too.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't want to get that
Oh,
close to
yeah,
them
no.
things.
If I saw
None of
that,
them's fins are gonna be humped like that.
if I saw that,
Oh, like in
I'd
the movie, like
I'd
Willie's?
weirdly.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I wouldn't take my family
That's
on
what
that
you
ride.
were-
I'd be like, you guys had to
What?
stay back.
That's what you were into?
Can't see whales.
I can I ask you a
They
question?
might
Go for it.
eat
You're the
everything.
only one drinking that lemonade. Why don't you just drink it out the bottle?
Because he's not a savage.
I don't know. I feel like I've been making it last a little longer.
By drinking out of the cup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like having to pour it and everything.
I got you.
Because I'm killing that whole thing, man. I spent like $2 on that thing at Chief today, so.
You got to get it gone today.
Well, no, I don't have to get it gone today, but I'm saying I'm killing it. Like I'm like, yo, I just bought this,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and it's already almost gone.
Are you drinking it so fast because you don't want to share with anybody at the house?
We gonna write a fucking book
No.
about this tea?
He's on it, man. It's actually strawberry lemonade, simply lemonade. If they want to throw us some dollars.
We talked
I
about.
think that's all I got for over under today.
we talked about Taco Bell and seafood. I'm a hungry motherfucker right now.
I am good.
So, did you see? I'm sure you guys saw that Bill Cosby got out the other day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So then I saw that he. I don't know if this is real or not, but before my Twitter got fucked up, I saw that he wants to go on tour again and do like a comedy show.
He used to be a stand-up.
Yeah.
A
Bro,
clean
you
one.
80-some years old.
Yeah, we probably wasn't coming to see you anyway, Bill.
Right.
Definitely not Friday fresh off of a prison
Yeah.
bed. I'm
But
sorry.
I feel like at
Obviously,
that
every
age-
ticket comes with a drink, right? Bill's gonna buy you a drink, right? With all your tickets, if you buy a ticket.
I'm not taking it.
No.
Hell no.
No.
Ain't finna
I
pay.
imagine at that age, no matter how good you were at anything, by that age you would be telling a story and you would be like, yeah, I was bullshitting with my buddy Walter, and yeah, Walter was a good guy. He lived at the end of the street and got his grass watered by Billy, and Billy went to the high school that went to the same high school. Like
Just start.
he would just trail,
That's
fuck
never
around,
gets to the
and
punchline.
yeah, he would zone the fuck out.
Right.
Just walk off stage. Eventually just walk off stage and sit down in one of the empty seats. And be like, "What the fuck y'all looking at?" Like, I don't imagine that. Yeah, he did. I don't know. In videos of him like walking around and shit, he didn't look like he was moving around too much. And either way, fuck him. I don't give a fuck.
See, the whole Bill Cosby thing, man, is such a
Weird button topic
weird
thing.
thing
Yeah.
to say. 'Cause
Right.
absolutely in no way Do I want to defend Bill Cosby or what he did in the past, what he may have done? I don't. He has admitted to some things.
Yeah.
And those things are not okay, and I do not support those things that he did. But this conviction constitutionally had to be overturned. It absolutely had to be. Does that mean that I think he should have got out of jail? No. It's only one case.
Why did
that is now? What's up?
One case out of like a bunch. What happened? What even happened? Like how did it get to be to where this dude's just walking?
Okay, so what Bill Cosby was just convicted of, he was only convicted of one rape. Even though all these women came forward,
right?
Only one of these cases went to trial and was he convicted of.
Okay.
Right? So what happened was in 2005, the supposed incident happened in Philadelphia in 2003, right? In 2005, this woman finally went to the police and filed a police report and, made her case and everything. And the district attorney in Philadelphia at the time said that they weren't going to prosecute a criminal trial because of lack of evidence. They didn't think that they could win that case. So this woman took Bill Cosby to civil court. And Bill Cosby, because the district attorney at the time in Philadelphia said that Bill Cosby could be deposed, could be given a deposition to testify at a grand jury under oath, because we're not going to charge him criminally. Because at a grand jury, Bill Cosby can't say, I plead the fifth. He can't say, I'm not going to answer that question so I can avoid incriminating myself. So when they asked him, did this happen? He said, yes, it did. Yes, I drugged her. Yes, we had sex that day. You know what I mean? So he said it and he admitted to it. And then 10 years later, there's a new district attorney in Philadelphia, and he says that then all the Cosby stuff starts to come out again, right? And he says, we're going to take Bill Cosby to court for these criminal charges. And the evidence that we have is that he admitted to it in the deposition of the civil case, but he only admitted to it in the deposition of the civil case because because the DA previously said that they weren't going to go forward with it.
Right.
See, if the DA originally was going to go forward with criminal charges, then they wouldn't have been able to subpoena him for a deposition for a grand jury because it's an ongoing criminal trial.
Right.
I don't have to speak on an ongoing criminal trial. So because they didn't press charges then criminally, he had to testify honestly at a grand jury, which was then used as the evidence to convict him 10 years after the fact. And the DA in Philadelphia at the time argued that he wasn't bound by the agreements and the decisions made of the previous people in office.
Oh.
And the Supreme Court said, yes, you are. You as a DA cannot go back 10, 15, however many years. If the DA's office agreed to it, that'd be like I don't know, because the Supreme Court can do it.
Go back and change their mind on some shit. Right.
Like should the Supreme Court be able to overturn things that the Supreme Court said were good? I don't know. The Supreme Court says now that it's hard, man, because like the right to not testify in a trial and incriminate yourself is the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution, and they're like, you know what I mean? Like if people are going to be constitutionalists, then that has to mean something. That's number 5. That's
number 5.
That's 3 below the one that everybody loves.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's 3 below the one everybody fucking loves. So it's
right
like
to have bear arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they got it wrong. It wasn't the right to bear arms. It was the right to have bear
A
arms.
set of bear arms.
Everybody should have them. That's how we settle disputes.
Yeah.
Grr. Everybody puts their arms on and they wrestle. Rah, rah.
That'd be fucking awesome. Just because
No,
you
but-
said that, there is now a freaking multiverse where that is
That's
a thing,
happening.
and I want to go there
Rule
one
34
day.
or something like that.
Go there and wrestle some motherfuckers.
So, like I said, I mean, Bill Cosby should still be sitting in a jail cell for the crimes that he committed.
Smoking
they should
fucking
be
wiener.
able. They should be able, with all the women that came forward before, there should be another case that could be brought so that he could still be doing something to, service time or whatever. I don't even know what the right answer is. I just know that in this specific scenario, you could be like, say you get in a car accident and you rear end somebody, but nobody sees it, and you go to court and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna plead the fifth because I'm not gonna lie,
Right.
but I'm definitely not gonna get up here and tell you that I did it. And then they're like, well, no, you have to do it because we're not actually gonna charge you with the crime.
Like what
so
happened?
now you have to
Yeah.
actually tell us.
I'd be like,
And
oh,
then-
I ran into that
I
motherfucker.
ran right into her, and then
Yeah.
10 years later, they're like, "Hey, you remember when you rear ended that lady?" And then you admitted to it because we told you that we wouldn't get you in trouble.
Right.
Now you're in
Right.
trouble. So it's just like
That's bullshit.
he's getting out, and that's not okay.
Nope.
But the reason why he's getting out
is okay. Like,
it kind of
yeah,
has to.
like yeah, it has to be, or else like it has to be for the justice system to function the way it functions.
Which is barely, I guess, sometimes.
Right,
Yeah.
you know,
Who knows?
just like a fucking the justice system's being drugged behind a horse or something. That's how it fucking functions.
Like it's
Oh,
like it's bootstrap. It's boots still in the foot strap, and it's just getting dragged back like this. It's just trying to hold onto its hat and its sword.
Martha,
I don't know why
Martha,
I
get this
picture the justice system as like, oh fuck, who's the guy? Who's the famous like frontiers kind of guy?
Davy Crockett.
No,
Randy Quaid.
Lewis and Clark.
That's the first goddamn name that came to
Daniel
my head.
it was a general.
George Washington.
No.
Custard.
Yes, that's who I'm thinking of. Mustache, kind of like cowboy hat with like some gold on the top, with a sword
Hell yeah.
and some boots. I imagine.
Does.
Kind of like
I thought that-
kind of like Teddy Roosevelt. You ever
Yeah,
see what
right.
Teddy Roosevelt was dressed as?
At night at the museum?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
yes.
You know
Yeah.
what he is? He's a Rough Rider.
And I think maybe not General Custer, I think we were thinking of Colonel Mustard.
Colonel Mustard. That's it. General Custer's from Clue, isn't he?
No,
No,
Colonel Mustard is from Clue. Yeah, just like that physics guy, that real popular physics guy, Professor Plum.
Fuck you. God damn it. I never played Clue as a kid. Thanks for fucking leaving me out, guys.
We had it
Sorry,
on the
where I grew up, we didn't have Clue.
we had it on our computer.
It's a very white game, yeah.
Yeah, we had it on our
Hey,
computer,
let's
but
solve this mystery.
I only played it during the day though, because like on the computer
creepy
there was
at
like
night.
lightning cracking, and it was like
Scary. You played it on the computer.
yeah, it was like Mr. Green, it is your
Yeah, they
turn.
transformed from
and it was all
1980s
fucking
board
scary,
games in
like
1995.
eerie
Like,
and shit.
hey, computer.
Yeah, we had Life on the computer too, which was basically if someone took a bunch of cocaine and threw it on the board of Life, that was Life on the computer. Like you landed on Payday, it's Payday, baby.
It's the
Everybody
old
had
school
big
version of
heads.
fucking-
Yeah.
It's like the original version of like Life Selector and shit. Did I really just?
I'm fucking smoked.
Anyway, fuck Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Right? And scary ass Clue on the computer.
Jake, you got some would you rather?
I got some fucking would you rathers. We are gonna start right off with some no pain, no gain kind of would you rather. And would you rather get body slammed by a pro wrestler or kicked by an MMA fighter? Oof size large.
Does it? It doesn't specify where I'm getting kicked, right?
No, it doesn't. I think you get to pick.
Oh, I'm taking the kick.
Yeah.
You're
I'm gonna
taking
take
the
the
kick.
and I'm gonna take it to like the back of my thigh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like put it in the meaty spot, dude. Come on. And I mean, no, I feel you. But I still think I'm gonna like.
All right, let me change it up then. Let me change it up then.
If I gotta take chin music, oh no.
Side.
We'll be body
Right
slammed.
there on like the bottom rib. Yeah, we'll be body
We'll be body
slammed. I would not like a broken rib. Yeah, back of the thigh, like you stand almost sideways, and he's gonna, that's gonna fuck that thigh up real good.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I
But
totally
what
believe it.
entirely is a body slam? Like what counts as a body slam?
Okay, that's a fair point. I'm thinking.
Like is Hulkamania gonna come and fuck your day up, brother?
I'm hoping it's not him because he's gonna die trying to do this. But I'm thinking it's
Brock Lesnar, because he actually like wrestled at Minnesota.
like.
Found Miss Gay porn.
You remember that gay ass fucking position that they would have guys in, where they'd have them like sitting, fucking dick in front of their face, fucking legs draped over their shoulders.
Yes.
And they throw them back. That's what I'm picturing.
Oh fuck yeah! No, fuck that! I'm gonna take that kick every day of the week. You can kick me or fuck you on. You're liable to die.
You're liable to
Could you
die.
imagine looking down and right at the fucking family jewels is fucking Brock Lesnar. It's John Cena.
Oh, shit.
John Cena just fucking.
I mean, it's gonna knock the wind out of you.
I feel
But
like
I
if your
think if I
head
get
whipped
kicked
back
in the
hard
fucking-
enough.
If I get kicked in the mouth by one of these MMA fighters, I'm losing teeth.
Yeah.
My teeth are already shit.
Right.
They are not taking a kick.
The thigh.
When
you're
my
gonna
daughter
probably get.
accidentally kicks me in the mouth, I'm certain she's knocked him out. I'm like, this is it. I gotta pay for the implants. Here we go. Because I ain't gonna be one of them like retainer with the fake teeth on it.
Right.
Or
That can just
denture.
that you can just pop out.
Hell.
I was at work. I was
If
working one
any
day
of
with a
these-
cat that had some teeth that popped in with the retainer, and we went through BK, and I had a drink, and I put it in the cup holder, and we parked, and he popped out his retainer,
put it
and
in
he
there.
sat it on the top fucking lid on the lid of my cup.
Out of the van! Get the fuck out of here! You don't put your fucking teeth on my drink, dude. Oh, it would have been a fucking fight that day. God damn. What's his name? I'm about to go beat his ass for you. I'm pissed. Hey, you remember when you put your fucking teeth on my homeboy's drink? Now you gotta fucking die. You about to swallow them bitches. That's fucking disgusting. Somebody needs to teach that man a fucking lesson. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I feel so strongly about that one, but God.
I will tell you, I was kind of chill about it because me and the dude got along real well
to
too.
be for a
yeah,
second at
yeah,
least,
right.
to be
And
like-
I looked down and I just simply said, "Hey, bro, you want to take your teeth off my drink?" And we laughed our asses off about
I
it.
have
but
to laugh because
but
if I don't, it's gonna be my foot in your ass.
we're gonna laugh. Or
I'll be
we're
like, you
gonna-
better tell me a joke, motherfucker. You better do something. You better do something. Get me off this. shit, 'cause, oh my
fuck.
God, that cannot happen. But no. See, I'll never be able
so-
to put my retainer on your drinks. I'm gonna have a full set of pearly whites.
So you getting kicked by an MMA fighter, or are you gonna have Brock Lesnar on your
Okay.
show? Oh, getting kicked,
No matter where.
no matter where. What if it's a
Oh, you
what if
said-
it's
you
a
said
ribs
back thigh.
back thigh?
Oh, well, yeah, that was the
Is that-
original. But he said now you're taking it to the ribs.
Oh, I still take that. I still got plenty of
take
that right here.
He's
Right?
I'll
That
catch
shit
you.
ain't gonna fucking matter. I ain't breaking a rib, bro. I don't think he breaking. Like he might, but I feel like the fucking. Is this the femur? I feel like the femur's got a better shot at staying intact than the fucking ribs
Right,
do.
right.
That's why
That's
I said
true.
put it in the back thigh.
You ain't gonna walk for a while.
No, I'm gonna be mad. I'm
Yeah.
gonna, a couple.
Wait, how often is this happening?
Just once, just a real quick. Yeah, no, like
Right,
yeah,
never
once a
seen Joe Rogan kick something.
once a day at a
He's
random
not
time.
even a fucking MMA fighter.
once a day at a random time for a fucking week. That would suck.
Hell.
Just at work, put
At
some
that
mud
point,
on the
no, I
wall
would
and then
say,
bam, back to the
Shit,
side.
I'm out.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna do this one window. That's all I got for you.
I got some more here that we're gonna get through.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having a lot
What are
of
your
like
hieroglyphics
abdominal
on
issues
the-
right
on
now.
there?
That's why I keep moving around.
got a poop?
So I have to like mark them.
ones that we already did.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm having like an under the rib kind of cramp. It feels very weird. I think it's because I don't think
gas.
I've eaten dinner. I think all I've really eaten today is I had some like taco meat with some nacho cheese Doritos. That was fucking dynamite, you know.
Yeah,
Scoop
that
up the
sounds
meat
fire.
with the
Sometimes
with the
I like to
Doritos.
make
It's-
nachos, like the styrofoam plate, chips, cheese, but with Doritos. That's fire.
Hell yeah, that's smart.
Like hillbilly
But I
nachos in
had
the
that,
microwave.
and then I ate a brat with sauerkraut and mustard. It was
You don't
freaking.
microwave it for very
It
long.
was banging.
Like it's finely shredded cheese. It melts quick. I mean, we're talking like 20 seconds tops.
Alrighty.
Or some Tostitos rounds.
You just said Doritos.
You guys want a wholesome? Would you rather? Would you like a wholesome one?
Dude,
This one's
stop
kind of
remembering
wholesome.
shit.
Remember that when you want me to remember something.
I don't remember anything.
Would you like to make more money or do more meaningful work?
Money! Yeah.
Yeah, I want that money.
That's what you
Right.
I don't want to work.
Right.
So,
I
but
feel
mean,
you.
I don't know what that. See, I don't know where that.
Can I make money?
What
As
that
of
means.
meaningful? What is meaningful? What, like helping people?
Yeah, I guess, or the environment, or helping something
can
more
make money
selfless
doing
work.
that, yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I weave in and out with it. Sometimes I have the whole. Yesterday I was smart, so I wanted to change the world. Today I'm wise, so I want to change myself, kind of thing. And other times I'm like, fuck everybody that ain't mine. Like, suck my dick. Like, I'ma fucking get it.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
And today, I'ma fucking get it. I would like that. I would like that money.
Right. Yeah, man. I wish I didn't have to work. I guess if I could just
I
be,
feel ya.
if I could just be there already, and then I don't know. See, I don't think I'd be at home just doing nothing though.
Oh no!
I feel
Right.
I feel like I'd be more impactful, or the things I would do
if
would be
somebody
more
just came up to me
meaningful
and gave me a
then.
shit ton of money,
It was like you never have to work again.
yeah, I would turn around and try to like help people, like do shit, like
Yeah.
accomplish shit, like.
I'd dress up like 1920s newsy boy, and I'd get like a shit. I'd stand on East 2nd Street with a stack full of crescents and just wave them the fuck around. Until I got bored of it, you know.
I would definitely go get a drum set and join that dude out there by the beverage center.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh fuck yes.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey man, can we move this to like a convenient corner or something where people like don't have to stop in the middle of the fucking road? Because that's kind of a bit much. Like one time I was like, yeah, I like that music, and I looked over and I was like, what a fucking bad spot to stand. I feel like move down to the corner where you can come get this. I ain't gonna stop there. I ain't gonna hold up traffic for it. I guess I could like.
Circle at the beverage center.
Just listen for so long.
Like, why not the Christmas for Kids people fucking do?
Right. I'm going to just listen for so long and then, like, you know, enjoy it without paying. And then one day I'll just, like,
Go down there
Take a-
and
take
pay
a-
collectively.
right, like, take, like, a little rock and put my, like a $10 bill around it with a rubber band, skata, and gently toss it out my window when I go by, you know?
I think he'd appreciate that.
Yeah. You'd be like, don't. It'd probably look like a bag of weed because it'd be green and, like, wrapped around a tiny rock. And shit.
I think at first he'd probably be like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Yeah, right. Someone throwing firecrackers
Oh
at me. What the
shit! Oh, it's got a $10 bill on there. Thank you.
So,
I always honk when I go by. I'm like,
Get
"Yeah,
that
man,
money,
Yeah, I'm getting that money.
Get that money!
that money.
Make it rain.
All right. Okay. I forgot that I highlighted this one. I highlighted this one because I was like, I have to read this to Jerry. Like, not specifically to Jerry because it's for anybody. It's Stay,
Sounds like you're gonna appreciate it.
Stay tuned 3 seconds from now. Use a dirty sock or your hand as toilet paper.
Oh, perfect. Obviously, you guys know I'm gonna use my sock. I'll discard a clothing quickly. I don't care. I've got a bunch.
I would use a sock before I use
Yeah,
my
before
hand.
your hand, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer answer. It's like, hey, if there's no toilet paper, are you gonna use like something cloth to wipe your ass, or are you gonna just grab it?
Or you just gotta grab it. Just grab this shit from between your butt cheeks. Oh, God damn. It's hard to think about it like that. Like, yo, you about to just grab a handful of shit. Like, I've never done that
Like
ever.
I would have to be. There would have to be no toilet paper, and I would also have to be butt naked for me to wipe it.
How far would you go, though? Like, if you just happen to see a pair of jeans in the corner, are you gonna fucking...
Yes. If I'm butt naked, I'm gonna be I'll be.
But if I'm at my own house, then I'm just gonna go get.
Actually, if there was a pair of jeans in the corner, I would put the pair of jeans on and walk with dirty cheeks on a fucking
Oh,
conquest.
my God, man.
I'd be like, well, this is gonna be a fucking journey of a day. I already started off wild. I was for some reason in this public restroom, butt fucking naked,
With a pair of jeans
shitting.
and there was no fucking toilet paper.
What a crazy what if scenario. Goddamn. Better patent that. Discovery will make it a survival show. We're going to sedate people, wake them up on the shitter.
In a Walmart that's closed. What'll he do? People will be like, well, why did you just pick the pants up and start swinging them in the air? You chose to wipe your ass with your hands and then put the pants on and go home? Like, there's toilet paper here. You just gotta find it.
I tell you what, if you take the later and you're the hand guy, people could spot you from a mile away. Trying to find a sink. There wasn't any toilet paper. I think some people in a fucking
That would be
ambulance.
such a funny fucking skit to pull. Just go into the bathroom at fucking Walmart with like a jar of Nutella and dip your fucking hand and then come out and be like, can I get some fucking TV in the bathroom? Fucking disgusting. Ugh. It doesn't even taste good.
Oh my god, I feel like it wouldn't even bat an eye at the TA. Truck stop America, we got wet wipes right over there.
Yeah, hey man, just go over there and take care of
You want a
what's
second plate of food or what?
Go and jump in
Cleared
the
room?
shower. What did they used to call it? You want to reorder?
You want all this food that you just
Say
ordered?
again? Yeah,
Okay.
I already paid for it. Might as well.
All right, I got a quick other one. This one is more for Jerry Logan. I'm sorry. Would you rather smoke dab or bud? Like if you had to choose one to like exclusively do for even like a year, for like any extended period of time.
Oh man, it's so hard. At flower,
Yeah.
I would have to. I enjoy smoking flower so much more,
I feel
but
that.
for like everyday usage and stuff
Right.
like that, and all day usage, the dab is just so much more discreet. I mean,
It
also
is.
like can I
It
have
very
the
much
pen?
is. Right, yeah.
Okay, you're right. Because if I have to carry the whole rig, then it's definitely going to be flour.
Right, like, hey, can I set up with this blowtorch for a minute? I'm going to do some concentrates.
Yeah, dude. I feel crazy every time I go to do them, though.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, it always feels a naute because you have to heat something
You're like
up
a
hot.
chemist.
But then you're like, well, it's not like I'm freaking hitting anything with like you're heating up a piece of glass,
Right.
you know. So it's not like you're like I got this crazy concentrate shit that I have to heat up with a blowtorch to a gazillion fucking degrees
Yeah.
before it can fuck me up. It's not like that, you know?
Right.
Obviously, I'm assuming somebody listening doesn't know how to fucking do a dab. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what person who doesn't know how to do a dab would listen.
To this thing, yeah. To the Barely Making Sense podcast. But no, it would definitely have to be flower. And I enjoy smoking flower like with other people more. Dabs kind of in home, like a private thing.
Right.
Like I do the dabs at the house and stuff. Like go in the basement, load up.
Always feels a little
some
crackhead
chores.
when everybody's gathering around the fucking the
Blowtorch.
blowtorch.
Like who's ready? I just went and got one of those Coleman's camping torches. So
Hell yeah.
I really look like a fucking. Turn it on, you hear it whistling.
Yep.
I'm like, God, this looks great. Heating up the little nectar collector. Mine looks like a little screwdriver. It's kind of cool.
Hell yeah. Okay, so like I came up with this would you rather, like shortly after that fat ass joint. So this one, now that I'm reading it again, I'm like that's a fucking no brainer. At least to me, maybe not for somebody else. Would you rather bite a stick of if you had to, life depended on it, gun to your head, and somebody was like, bite a stick of butter or an onion?
Butter.
Yeah, butter's got to be the way to go. I feel like the flavor's not as intense.
See, I was about to say that's a no-brainer, and I'd do an onion.
But you like onion.
I do, and I thought that's why I was like, well, maybe I guess that is different. If you had to eat,
See, I think just
I don't think you would ever get that
period.
fucking margarine feel, like the feeling of be like spraying Pam inside your fucking mouth. It'd just be slick.
Anything that you put in your mouth will just slide. Oh, shit. I tried to eat a peanut, but it's so slick.
It shot down my throat like that Jamaican bobsled
was
thing.
less intense. Logan used to just eat butter by the stick.
I wouldn't eat it like whole.
Yeah.
I'll just take a spoon of butter and eat it.
Really? Just a little bit of butter, just fuck it. Why not get a little bit of
Bro,
butter?
he first told me that, and then
That's
and then looked at me like I was crazy because I was like, "You used to do what?"
Yeah, you get a spoonful
He was
of
like,
butter?
"You never ate like a spoonful of butter?" I was like, "Not once in my life."
Yeah, that's wild.
Until you went home and tried it that night.
I did not.
I'll get like when I'm making a bagel,
Yeah.
I'll just get an extra like little scrape off the top of the cream cheese for myself. Pop
Yeah,
that in my
cream
mouth.
cheese is different though.
Very, yeah.
Cream cheese is mad different though. Cream cheese is amazing.
Is a cheese and not just a.
Yeah, it's a cream and a cheese, and whatever.
Huh.
But I don't judge though if you do eat butter like
Yeah.
that.
Fuck it.
I mean,
To each its own, man.
nowadays there's people who look at me like I'm crazy for drinking milk.
Really?
Yeah, people like if you drink cow's milk, people be like, "You just want to suckle on the cow's tit? What's going on?"
Yeah, like that's a fucking drastic ass step from liking it after it's processed and all the other shit that happens to it.
People make like,
other
kind
than
of
like
a good little point that like it's not necessarily made for people.
right.
What
Right.
what other kind of weird things do you think that the first person who drank a cow's milk was into? Because he had been down there like, I want to suck on them cows.
He was like, I was out doing some gathering today, and I tried to eat some berries with my bum.
I tried to eat some berries.
I imagine the accent is just all over the fucking place. It was that long ago.
Oh my god.
I don't know why it was heavy on the Canadian. I feel like it was heavy.
It was. I mean, I could see that being kind of where milk comes from. You want that milk back?
Vancouver.
The Vancouver. Oh shit. Anybody got anything to add before we get out of here, boys?
No.
Oh, I had one more. Would you rather? I put it down.
let's hear it.
I put it down. Even though okay. Would you, if you had to, would you rather wear too big of shoes?
Oh.
like almost like comically too big of shoes, right?
Like clown shoes? Not that big.
Not quite that big, but just say like
Like
four,
obviously too big.
yeah.
4 sizes
Where it's
too big.
Yeah, 4 sizes too big. That sounds good. Or just way too tight of pants. Just like not
Logan's
way-
already wearing way too tight of pants. So
Would you just make
I'm
them?
just playing. I'm
Would you just make them tighter?
Sometimes they feel like that.
You've been taking shots lately, so.
Oh, okay. When?
I'm just saying. Like
I always,
hey.
I did though. I have always thought that Logan was the most fashionable person I know. Hands
Oh,
down.
110%.
Hand to God.
Yeah.
So if he's wearing tight pants, sorry,
It's 'cause tight pants are in.
I'm a vacuum seal my stuff in there like a bat of insulation. You know when you cut the bat of insulation, it all just goes.
Foams out.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
gonna
my
be
shoes.
like
I can't
that,
wear too
stuffed
many
in
shoes.
here.
I
The
feel
shoes
you.
I like, they don't make that big, so I can't do that.
Someone
what size
made
shoe
them
you wear?
for you.
The 13. I don't think they really make a shoes a size 17 like that.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't see them.
But let's just say,
You
for
don't- you don't
argument's
always see
sake,
yours in
that
the
they
store either,
did.
though.
No, I order all my shoes online. But I,
Oh,
when I'm
you don't
looking
see
online,
that
I don't
size?
See, I
Oh,
don't see a lot of
shit.
17s on there either.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because there's so few pairs that
Yeah.
are bought quickly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kevin Durant's like, I need mines. Size 75.
Let's say
Well, I
they
don't think he's
did.
buying shoes. I think they just.
I think that would suck. Having to wear too big of shoes.
You're right.
But I might do it. It might be funny. I feel like it'd fuck up the way you walk. You'd walk very like flappy. But
See, I would, but I don't want to look. I would do the pants, but I don't want to look funny. I don't want to look like skinny legs with this wide.
right?
I'm like, God damn it! I look kind of like SpongeBob. You know what I mean? Real boxy up top, tiny poles for legs.
That'd be like the reverse of Too Many Krabby Patty Squidward.
Yeah, exactly.
Just stuffed in.
Stuffed all the way in. So I think I'm definitely going with the too big of shoes.
Be hard to get away from somebody if a serial killer was chasing you.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm gonna kick off the shoes.
Throw him at his ass. Take these size 16s, bitch.
Except the pants you have to leave on during sex if you wear too tight of pants. you just gotta come through the zipper hole.
I don't think I'd be able to run away in too tight of pants either. I mean, them bitches might get ripped to shreds as I
Yeah.
go because I do got these quads.
Do a squat and fuck the whole pair up.
You know, say, Bruce Banner, I just scratched your car. Oh, all right. If nobody has anything else to add, I think we're gonna go ahead and sign off.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's bedtime.
yes.
Yep.
Oh, it's
I need
way
to get some
past.
food.
Everybody needs to stay
I'm
safe.
hungry.
See you next week.
Sure enough.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Ooh, I'm gonna get
Wear a
some
condom.
stuffed crust pizza.
Oh, that's pizza. Papa John's.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.